Hey guys, and welcome back to another session of Bioshock. Sorry for the silence. It's been a rough couple weeks. So, but we're all set now. We're ready to go back into hell.
We're ready to go kill the one gay.
Yeah, the one predatory gay character in the entire game. This is, this is great.
Yeah. You can't see my face right now, but I'm grimacing really bad.
As normal people would be. So,
Mm-hmm.
alright, bring on the pain. And hello to Ultimate Paragon.
Hi.
You're almost there. The sphere to Ryan is up on ahead.
Alright, I guess,
Ryan's handed the keys to Fort Follock over to a guy named
okay, so we're just gonna have to deal with the autosave.
Cohen's an artist, says some. He's a Section 8, says I. I've seen all kinds of cutthroats, freaks, and hard cases in my life. Cohen, he's a real lunatic. Psychopath.
Did we already explain what Section 8 means?
Yes.
Okay.
It was based off of Army terminology for someone who is mentally incompetent.
Okay.
Granted, if you were not here at the last session, you would not know that. So, ta-da!
We tried to explain some things for you.
At least when it's accidentally plot relevant.
Yeah.
Emphasis on accidentally. Yeah, so...
That's better. Atlas Ryan. Atlas Ryan. Da 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 da. Time-wise, you could get something decent on the radio. The artist has a duty to seduce the ear and delight the spirit. So say goodbye to those two blowhards and hello.
Hang on, I have a feeling something's gone horribly wrong with the audio. Why children take so long to grow? They eat and drink like pig and give nothing back. Must find way to accelerate process. Racist wording aside, that sounds a lot like Rand's thinking. Hello?
Ah, that's better. Atlas Ryan. Atlas Ryan. Da 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 da. Time-wise, you could get something decent on the radio. The artist has a duty to seduce the ear and delight the spirit. So say goodbye to those two blowhards and hello to an evening with Sander Cohen.
I can't hear Senseless, so having all kinds of audio difficulties today. Alright. I hear that.
Oh, well.
There we go.
Yay!
Yay! Okay, so okay, so repeat what you just said then.
Okay, so I was just explaining that Ayn Rand, we haven't gone here yet, but she absolutely does not really have a plan on how to raise kids.
I haven't seen a sign of real life down here in months.
Like, which is
Let's see.
Um,
You're just another Johnny come
it's not
lately.
odd because Rand herself wasn't really interested in raising kids, but also her philosophy requires new. I would guess recruits may be the best word in order to build the objectivist society that she desires. So, as far as we can tell, Randians are. Wait.
Where did you study?
Where are you going, honey?
I just want to talk. I'm not a bad person. You're only making this hard for folks. That's all you got? Stop! Come on!
Oh, smell the malt vinegar in this one. I've waited so long for something tasty to come to this little burg, but all that pass are yokels and rubes. Where are my manners? Come in! Come in! Sander Cohen awaits you at the Fleet Hall.
And time to go to hell. How the hell am I supposed to get up there? Anyway.
You know what? Sometimes I wonder if instead of playing whatever soundtrack, if we just play Yakety Sack on loop the whole time.
At least be interesting.
It would be. Ultimate Paragon. What we were saying was that Ayn Rand never actually developed a plan on how to raise kids under objectivism, which is a problem because in her book, Atlas Shrugged, we had no idea how long the Randians were going to have to stay in the Gulch until, I guess, the apocalypse comes about and is over.
The artist knows there is.
And also, we only hear about 2 kids in the entire book in the Gulch.
Little moth, but for a reason.
And none of the main characters have kids.
Some shine like galaxies, and some.
In fact, like, even after Atlas Shrugged was published, she never actually articulated a plan on how to raise children objectively. I mean, not objectively, under objectivism. Yeah, trying to clarify that. It's so lacking that the Ayn Rand lexicon doesn't really have entries for things such as pregnancy and childbirth.
Because of course it doesn't.
Like, she has stuff about education and birth control, but not anything specifically about having kids and how to raise them.
It's like, of course she didn't have it. She couldn't think past, like, a couple years into the future, honestly.
Yeah. Also, in case you were curious, the entry on birth control is really just I have a quote. Quote, "The mere fact a man has the capacity to kill does not mean that it is his duty to become a murderer. In the same way, the mere fact that man has the capacity to procreate does not mean that it is his duty to commit spiritual suicide by making procreation his primary goal and turning himself into a stud farm animal." Close quote.
So how the what? Okay.
Basically, the one thing that Ayn Rand was right about is that people have the right to not want to have kids.
I agree they have the right not to want to have kids, but the way she's putting it, they don't. No, what?
Like, she's right in that people don't have to. They don't need to have to want to have kids in order to be self-actualized. The problem is,
Well, the fact that she's calling having children at all spiritual suicide, sort of not great for long-term stuff, and I forgot to switch the damn Wi-Fi again.
kids, because who the hell is gonna repopulate the goddamn earth?
Not to mention that I doubt Gulch Gulch even has enough people to do that.
They definitely don't have enough women.
Because I think you have. I think the number is like over 1,000, like 11,000, 1,160.
Also, you know how Rapture is being built under the sea?
Yep. Under the sea. Under the sea.
That I don't remember the rest of the lyrics. I know the beat.
Downward, it's winter, take it from me. Trust me, after that Kingdom Hearts game where I had to play that song over and over and over, I have that part memorized.
Darn. Okay. So I pulled up the channel that does the 10-hour white noise. Do you want like rain sounds, plane sounds, ocean sounds?
Rain!
Okay. With thunder or just rain?
Rain.
Okay. Oh yeah, and then let me turn on the speakers.
I love rain sounds, so...
Me too, so... Can you hear that?
Yep. A little bit too loud, but yes.
Okay, can you still hear us?
No.
Now?
No.
Just tell... I'm gonna... Okay, now?
No?
Now?
Yes.
Okay. We'll just leave it here. I just want to be able to make sure I can still be heard, but also trying to make sure that we're not. I'm trying to think of the right words. Later, when we have to transcribe it, I want to be able to make sure that we're still clear.
Okay. Well, that worked. Ultimate Paragon asked, what were you saying about the problems of raising kids under objectivism?
Okay.
I mean, it's basically that there is no plan to raise kids under objectivism.
Yeah, there's absolutely no plan at all.
It's just supposed to be kids grow up and then they're just magically supposed to learn to know objectivism because that's how it works.
Like, in Alice Shrugged specifically, we meet a woman who does not have a name, because of course she doesn't, but she's the mother of 2 kids. They're both boys.
Of course, they're both boys.
Yeah. And the only thing she really says is that she came to Galt's Gulch simply because she wanted to raise her kids under objectivism. And that somehow her kids were just innocent or something? I cannot explain that. Also, Jasmine Jolene. That must be very significant somehow.
Yes. By the way, if I recall correctly, her poster design is based on the posters for Absinthe, or something like that. Some kind of alcohol.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I remember Absinthe or Absentee. I don't know how to pronounce that. Please don't kill me.
Absinthe.
Absinthe. Okay. Anyway, I remember that being at some point illegal.
Yeah,
for some
because you
reason.
can die from drinking it. One of the ingredients, like, one of the ingredients is toxic if it's not prepared correctly. Sushi is. And since, people tend to cheap out on booze, there was kind of a problem with people dying from drinking it.
Yeah.
So, that happened. But it's very much supposed to be the artist's drink because of the whole Bohemia thing.
Yeah. Also, in order, like, the proper way of drinking is, like, super pretentious.
Yeah, you're supposed to pour the absinthe in the glass, then use a special slotted spoon and put that on top of the glass. Then you put a sugar cube on top of that, and then you drip water over the whole thing.
It has to be ice water.
Yeah, and it'll cause a chemical reaction that makes the absinthe turn from clear to cloudy.
It's basically the same reaction. There's this alcoholic drink that's really popular in the Middle East. And they have a cocktail that's called lion's milk, which basically relies on the same concept, except for the fact that you don't put it into ice water drop by drop. You just pour the whole thing in.
It's basically an emulsion reaction.
Yeah.
Like when you pour oil and water together and mix it up.
Even down here in this so-called utopia, the doubters. But Ryan understands. They're simpatico. Yes, there's blood in the streets. Yes, people sometimes disappear. And those awful little girls. Well, I suppose the doubters think you can paint a picture without soiling your smock.
Could you possibly think I would meet with my public now?
Yes, let's just paper over the fact that people are disappearing.
Regarding your review of Colin Pepper's latest musical insult, of all the worthy artists in Rapture, why you continue to devote column inches to this musical gremlin is beyond my imagination. Where she is not derivative, she's boring. Where she's not boring, she's obvious. Where she's not obvious, she's dangerous.
I'm going to guess that the senior in question was someone who had problems with Andrew Ryan.
She's a composer, actually. And yes, she did have problems with Andrew Ryan.
My shocked face.
Pikachu shock face?
Yes.
Alright, what the hell does the game want me to do now? Whoa.
What?
People trying to kill me. We're fine. Everything is fine.
Oh, splicers.
Ah, here's the elevator.
No.
Okay, so, this song we're about to hear is the one that I figure, is what,
Silence.
what Haley's fifth concerto is supposed to sound like.
It's the fifth.
Fifth concerto.
I'm gonna pause the...
Da. Presto. No.
I'm trying. Please.
Once again, young Fitzpatrick.
Da. No.
Oh God, you sick fuck, let me out of there.
Come down now, little moth. Life, death. The burden of the artist is to capture.
And now you've got Fitzpatrick.
So, did we just do a mercy death on this poor guy?
Well, we didn't kill him. Cohen did.
Little moth. Now, head to the atrium.
He had the piano loaded with
Place this
explosives.
photograph in my masterpiece.
Ah.
And so our collaboration commences.
Yeah, so see how these statues are bleeding?
Yeah.
These are live people in there, or at least they were live at some point. They are probably not alive at now. Unless they were
What
spliced,
kind of-
we'll get into that, but...
What kind of plaster are they using so that they get stuck in those positions forever?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's gotta be some really fast acting, you know.
Yeah, but it makes about as much sense as anything else in this game, so it's like... I can argue about this, but... I'm not sure what the point is.
Yeah. I will stop that.
Ooh, pet bars.
Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and,
Resume.
Yeah.
Happy Chappy?
Happy Chappy makes me think of porn.
Okay, now I'm thinking of those ashless chaps that you see around sometimes.
Exactly!
Oh god.
I mean, we're in Fort Frolic!
That's probably not the intended mental image. Probably.
And now it is! Also, we don't actually even really know what Jasmine Jolene did. We just know that she's his favorite girl.
Yep.
So, really, for all we know, she could have been a sex worker.
Wait. Because you're not wrong. So just wait until we get there.
Okay.
Alright. Don't mind me, I'm just stealing everything that isn't nailed down. Yes. Alright.
What an outstanding display of athleticism.
Oh, thanks, asshole.
You got no.
Houdini splices are the little worst, too.
Yes, they are.
You look just like her.
Where the fuck are you now?
Making this hard for us both.
Where are you?
Maybe they are you.
I found her that way.
Damn it! Get your ass back here! And quit Quit running around, damn you!
Nothing done. Call the cops on me? Don't make this difficult, Angel. It's time it'll fix this. Everything will work out.
Where the fuck is he?
You wait. I'm just warming up. I just wanted some company. Yeah, I know what. I'm away. Away from
Patrick and Moira. A musical, the story of love after death. That sounds familiar.
Love After Death. That sounds creepy.
Maybe they're vampires.
You mean Twilight?
Yeah.
Please don't tell me it's gonna involve Baby from Hell.
Not this time, but
Tell me you love me. Where are you going?
stand somewhere I can take your picture.
If you keep doing this, I'm gonna scream! Give me the footy! How's this? Now then, fight there!
Oh, whatever.
Do you love me now? You did this to me. You! Come where I can see you!
Nope, don't wanna.
I know why you've come, little Maul. You've your own canvas, one you'll paint with the blood of a man I once loved. Yes, I'll send you to Ryan. But first, you must be part of my masterpiece. Go to the atrium. Hurry now. My muse is a fickle bitch with a very short attention span.
Do you see it? When I am dust, this is what they'll point to. My quad.
So Cohen plans to kill you.
No.
Go ahead. Don't be afraid. Touch it.
Why are we touching it?
Yes, and there's Fitzpatrick, freed of his own kinks and defects. Here's the glorious news. This is just the moment of conception.
Out in this place, there are 3 men, all former disciples of mine, all connected by a common thread, betrayal. Find them, little Maul, and immortalize their mortality in my quadtic. Go. Once they've been sent to their reward, you shall go to yours, and to Ryan.
Cohen is a creepy little asshole, but he is on the up and up about what he's doing, so.
He's just punishing people who he doesn't like by turning them to statues.
Yes. I told you, he's a creepy asshole, but he's on the up and up with us, so.
Also, come bite the apple. Nice Eve reference.
Say again?
It's a reference to Genesis. I think it's like 3:5 or something.
Eve's Garden?
I can see
Yeah.
your breath.
Finish me the yield fruit. In the saps you tossed in this meat locker, I'll panic like
So now we're gonna freeze it up.
I just watched and waited. And when they started to kick, I started to scavenge. Made myself a little splicer cocktail I did. You can't come in from the cold. You gotta grow ice over your heart. And the Iceman cometh, Sander, baby. The Iceman fucking cometh.
Okay, so what did you just say?
I'm just thinking.
Oh, Eve's Garden.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's specifically a reference to the Garden of Eden, but that's, like, obvious, so...
Yeah. Very obvious. Why are we in a frozen tunnel again?
We're chasing after Martin Finnegan.
And we are chasing after him because Cohen wants to
Wants him
attack.
dead, yes.
Same thing.
Guess the old grave finally sent someone. Son of a bitch. Left me to freeze. Oh, I've got a pose all picked out for you.
So, did you just die?
No. That's a story.
And what, Matthew Finnegan is an artist with one of those cryo freeze slicers?
Martin Finnegan is an artist with the cryo splicing thing, yes.
Okay.
That was Gracie. Take a photo of him and place it.
Which one is Martin Finnegan? Ah, there he is. Okay.
Ooh, like an expectant mama.
Boy, it's fun when I manage to kill these guys completely by accident.
Yes.
Convenient.
Put the picture in the frame. Let's see what we've got here.
What are you? What's all that? Hi.
Oh, that worked pretty well.
You burned him alive.
No, I blew him up. One of the spider splicers.
What are they doing?
They're trying to kill me.
Is that
Oh! And, Big Daddy and Little Sister, so, excusez-moi.
Gotta save the little sis.
Time to save the little sis and get some more, research done. Alright, so let's check out the chemical thrower. seems fast.
They're kind of bastards, really.
No! 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 No!
The little ones have never had anyone to look to, except to me, and I am not much to speak of. You give them hope. And for this, I am grateful. I'll send something to demonstrate that gratitude.
It's coming together. Yes. But there will always be doubters. You don't doubt me. I could never stomach doubters.
Okay.
Welcome to the circus of value. Come back when you get some money, buddy.
And I hear another Big Daddy. So we keep that away. Oh, that's comforting right there.
Where are you going, honey?
Leave me alone! You only want to get Conrad!
Come where I can see you!
I can control myself! I can!
It's both funny and annoying that they're stuck up there from their hooks.
You mean the
Spider splicers.
Oh,
They were crawling around on the ceiling, and now they're stuck up there when I killed them because of their hooks.
oh,
So now they're just kind of dangling there like some really weird Christmas ornaments. Alright, got that. Gardener Deluxe Modern. Now let's check out Sinclair Spirits. Oh, this is fun. her a little sister.
Cut me! Why? Why are you making this so hard for me?
They want to see who the real
Found him.
Is it safe to go walking now? Take me home, Bubbles.
In case anyone wondering, I did not die. I just had to real life intervene sometimes. My dad got jury duty summons, and I have to help him fill the form out because he can't actually serve jury duty.
Ah. Alright.
Any interesting story-wise I missed while you know?
No.
Pikachu shocked face.
Remember, bandits are parasites. Vandalism is a serious crime. Remember, bandits are parasites.
Where is that bot shutdown? Probably should have figured that out before I shot that thing, but oh well.
Well,
Come on!
Alright.
And the further a woman gets used to attention.
Spider splice organs. Spider splice organ.
I'm ready for dream
More
time,
organs.
Mr. B.
And I hear another little sister already.
Came here to be a star. Not too late. Not too late. Gone to hell.
Damn it.
You're jealous, jealous. Oh.
I'm gonna show you what it's like. But look, I can control myself. I can. Don't run! We were just getting started!
Damn it.
Feel your craving. Welcome to the circus of value.
I'm not a bad person!
Damn it.
Time to go.
Yay, I finished my dad's jury duty something.
I still am not done over here, so you're fine.
Yep. Hallelujah.
Mr. Bubble. No, 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 no. Thank you.
Alright. There we go. Now, back to the plot.
I'm sorry.
Ryan's corrupt policies crap all over the place, and Cohen flutters around clearing it up. But instead of using a shovel, like you would with a proper mule, Cohen tidies with a catchy melody and a clever turn of phrase. But no matter how nicely it sounds, he can't really do anything about the smell.
Yeah, that's gonna blow up when I get... Yep.
Doesn't everything eventually blow up?
You Cohen's messenger boy. I got that crow. Spend a little time with my kitten, sugar.
Alright, let's see if I can... Okay, good, it's died down some. Yes, first aid kits. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
My kitten! You murdered my kitten!
What? What?
Don't fucking judge me!
Come on.
Merry and sunny Christmas. Hell.
Did that asshole just heal himself? Yes, he did. Alright.
What, did you forget to hack the
I didn't
healing
think there
thing?
were, and I didn't see any.
And it just did?
Well, it may have been one that I missed.
Oh.
Because he's a Houdini splicer, so he can just teleport to the damn things.
Damn it!
Houdini splicers are literally the worst. Okay, thank you. You are dead. Yay.
Nasty one. And my favorite. But I think I like him better this way. Take his damn photo. Chop chop. You flutter all around the fort, taking life as you go. You're not a moth. You're an angel. I've never painted an angel. Maybe I should.
Thank you, but I'm not interested.
I can do you. I don't need to be judged by you, by anyone. Screw you! Screw all you fucking doubters! Hear what I say to all of
So
you!
we are back into Frozen Tunnel again? Why is there a frozen tunnel in the middle of the thing? Why is he calling you a moth the whole time?
Transformative symbolism.
Did they see like Silence of the Lambs? And then they noticed that there's Death Head Moth, and they thought it was so deep.
I mean, butterflies are pretty basic transformative symbolism and way to use as far as thank you for dying quickly. Everyone dead yet? Nope, not yet.
Smile! Smile!
I'm sorry for that outburst. You'll have to forgive an old fool with his artistic temperament. The birth is so close now. The labor pains can blur the judgment and drive the passions of even the finest spirits.
My part, mine! Come where I can do. Run!
Yeah, labor pains. Right.
Because men, well, cis men, totally understand what that's like.
I just don't even.
Man. This is honestly on the writers. Because they wrote this.
Yes, they did. Alright, let's go poking around in that thing one more time. Well, there's a couple places we can check out, so I will.
Where you going, honey?
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna steal the robot.
Not like anyone's gonna care anyway.
Well, they probably might because, you know, it was keeping them from not being dead, but I'm doing them a favor, really.
I mean, look. They are basically malignant tumors that somehow gain sentience. I think we're really just doing them a favor at this point.
Oh, damn. That's really fast.
Fontaine knew our blokes were coming. Then Bryce come screaming out the woodwork, burping fire, spitting ice. Demons out of the Bible they were. I've never seen that. It wasn't a business he was building. It was an army.
Ah, yes, first aid kit, thank you. So I'm gonna need that.
Who needs to make it on Broadway? I heard that.
Oh, that's a reminder.
I'm a star, not you! Where are you?
Stay on the level.
Hello, yes, give me all your money. Damn it.
I just want to sit down. He's gone. They always.
I just got the word to put the bump on Anna Culpepper. This isn't some gangster or hard-nosed political operative. We're talking about a dizzy twist that wrote a song or two that got under Ryan's wig.
Yeah, so, Ryan put a hit out on Culpepper and expected the chief of police to carry it out.
And
It happened.
did they?
Yep. But, you know, he feels really bad about it. Because that makes everything better.
Not really, no.
Okay, who died and where? Ah, thank you. Alright, and then off to the last, actually plot-relevant area.
Okay.
Eve's Garden. XXX.
This is, more sex work?
Yes.
All right then.
Alright.
Being drunk doesn't affect how you.
Well, if it isn't the long-lost Andrew Ryan. Come here, Tiger.
You know, Ratchet reminds me of pre-Castro Havana songs.
What?
That's from Ultimate Paragon.
Oh.
And also, Ultimate Paragon. A big part of Ryan's character is that he became everything he used to condemn: brutal, censorious, and outright repressive. Which, I mean, yes, he did.
But you know, we're not supposed to see. We're supposed to see this as utopic, still. You know. Oh God damn it!
So we just saw Jasmine Jolie inviting Ryan to her quarters.
Yep. Alright. Alright, so Jasmine Jolene. And pick up the stripper money.
I thought you had forgotten about poor Jasmine.
We see her dead body or something?
I'm sorry, Mr. Ryan. I didn't know. I didn't know Fontaine had something to do with it. What are you doing? No, don't, please. I loved you. Don't, please, no.
Here lies Jasmine Jolene.
That creepy Dr. Tenenbaum promised me it wasn't going to be a real pregnancy. They just take the egg out once Mr. Ryan and I had... Oh, I needed the money so bad. But I know Mr. Ryan's going to suss it out. Gonna know I wasn't being careful. Gonna know I sold the... Mr. Ryan's gonna be so mad at me.
So Ryan's also sex worker murderer too.
Yep. Because, you know, we needed more reasons to hate him.
And we got to make sure we fridge another woman.
Yep. Not just a woman, but a sex worker.
Feminism!
back here, you little shit.
Please say asshole. I'll freaking kill you.
He was a lout, but he was vigorous. Get the photo before he completely dries up.
Vigorous. Ew. Because it's the predatory gay guy.
I hate the writer so much.
It's beautiful. You'll find your path to Ryan is now clear. Lieutenant Sanders said hello. Oh, yes. You may avail yourself upon one of my lesser works as a token of our time together. If you had become my one and true disciple, you might have been worthy of seeing inside the box of my most private news. But who knows if that man is yet even born? Now, go.
What happened to you? I've been trying to raise you for a dog's age. Never mind. Would you kindly leg it over to the sphere and get on down to Hephaestus? It's time to settle up with Ryan.
Alright, but before that, we're gonna pick up the audio diaries I skipped earlier.
Second time this week.
Okay.
Ever since my face was... Well, Steinman worked on me, but it was never the same since the blast. Being alone so much gives a girl time to think. Who could hate me so much they'd ruin me like this? What did I do to them? You know, I keep thinking of all them bandits and terrorists Ryan's got locked up in Apollo Square, and I get so mad. Sometimes I can hardly breathe. If I could only confront them, tell them what they did to me, how they're ruining everything for me, for Rapture. Maybe I...
Okay, so now we get you.
Huh?
Never mind.
We can leave, but I need to pick up everything, so... Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so... For Adrian...
So I get that, in the audio diaries, Diane is pretty vain.
She's a what?
Because Bane, as in B-A-I-N, you're so because she's talking about how her face is basically ruined even after Dr. Simon fixed it. Yeah. But I mean, it is kind of understandable because life really drastically changed after she got caught up in an explosion. Bless you.
Thank you. Fruit job, that's grand.
Ugh.
I'm amazed that nothing has damaged that quad titch and Cohen hasn't come after me yet.
Why? Does he typically come after you?
If you damage the quad titch, he will try to kill you, yes.
And somehow he's just not.
Well, I'm sort of amazed because I can hear the turrets going off over and over, but apparently they haven't actually managed to shoot the quad titch.
Huh.
The wild bunny. Lysander.
Well, I guess that's convenient.
Yeah. It's working out for me though, so.
Ears off, but
Does that mean we get to see him later?
Yes.
hop. And when I hop, I never get off the ground. It's my curse. My eternal curse. I want to take the ears off, but
The statues are so creepy.
it's my
Especially when you know they're dead
It's
people.
my fucking curse. I want to take the ears off. Please, take them off. Please.
Should be one more around here somewhere. The marquee epoch. Ah, there we go.
Diamond will fix me. Everything. I know you're here. Come on! Somebody!
So, did Kohim, you know. Oh, never mind, it's a turret.
Alright, so this way.
Things are supposed
God damn it. Nitro splicer. Ultimate Paragon says, I don't know if this was an intentional Finding Nemo reference. I'm assuming you're talking about the somewhere under the sea somewhere. That's just music from the time, and that's appropriate since they are under the sea.
leave me alone!
Alright, is everything dead? Looks like it. Damn it. Oh. Okay, so, that power to the people machine right there is a trap. And if you use it, then all the, well, not all of them, but a lot of the statues that you thought were dead turn out to not be dead. And they will start coming after you.
Ew.
So, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Why? Well, they smoke good and don't cost half a damn. Who cares if the things are made out of seashells and fish eggs?
Come where I can
Seashells and fish eggs? Ew.
Well, if it's cheaper than whatever Ryan's charging, I can't blame him.
Yeah, but like... It just reminds me of what people like did for like substitute coffee back in the day. And I think that's supposed to be like a substitute cigarette.
Basically, yeah. Alright, and...
The parasite hates three things: free markets, free will, and free men.
Okay, I did save all the little sisters in this level already.
Rapture's most beloved musical artist returns with Why Even Ask. His great
Some more first aid kits.
No one really wants to die.
Really, I don't.
Don't fucking judge me! Come on!
Alright.
She's so stuck up, she is. I'll show
Robertson's Tabacoria, south of Surprise.
Where did that guy go? Yeah! Report me, you fuck! Come back! Please! You're only making me possible.
Alright. Pharaoh's Fortune Casino. Okay, so south of Surprise. Past Sinclair spirits. I guess it's on the bottom then. Here we go. Okay.
The good people of Ratchet didn't sign up to see us government type shutting down shops, killing their owners, even with a ponce like Fontaine. But he brought it upon himself. Instead of copping it on the chin, bugger gets it into his head that he's gonna go down guns blazing. Who does he think he is, John bloody Wayne? We can get on top of this. We can. Here's what we do. We find Fontaine's will, and make what was his go to where it was intended, and not into the pockets of us that put him into the ground.
Habana special cigars. Alright, I think that's everything in here. Okay. Eve's Garden.
You know what? Our music, poetry. Fuck rift. Cohen's got Ryan wrapped around his pinky. Why? Because he tells him what he wants to hear. Rise, rapture, rise. It's nuts. That stuff was still before it came out of Cohen's pen. The whole pinata. See that old fool trying to keep me here.
Alright, and then... Okay, so take the stairs in Fleet Hall Theater.
Rapture's gone to hell.
On the left. Or on the northeast side, so...
Come on, young fella.
On office table.
You're jealous! Why are you making this so hard for me? What?
Oh god, this elevator's slow.
I think they did this slow on purpose.
Probably, that would be in character for him, but I still want to punch him in the face for it. Ah, here we go. Absinthe.
Do we get to chug it?
Yes, we did not die.
Congrats!
Yay.
I could have been the toast of Broadway, the talk of Hollywood. But instead, I followed you to this soggy bucket. When you needed my starlight, I illuminated you. But now I rot, waiting for an audience that doesn't ever come. I'm writing something for you, Andrew Ryan. It's a requiem.
Alright, now we can go.
Atlas is a friend of the parasite. Don't be a friend of Atlas.
So is Sander Cohen planning to murder Ryan or something?
He knows that we're planning to. He's choosing not to do anything about it.
Ah.
Your duty to report the smuggler.
Wait, no, where was the... Ah, okay. Hephaestus.
Watch yourself. Ryan's stirring. We best keep to our knitting. It's time to either run the table or go home empty. Ryan's got the genetic key to rapture. We get that from him and we get out of this hellhole. We don't, then you and I are ghosts. Now would you kindly head to Ryan's office and kill the son of a bitch? It's time to finish this.
I see Cohen's lost his touch. If you knew him well, he used to believe in the work, in the struggle. And now, he rots in that Neverland, waiting for someone to come and tell him he's still got it. I suppose that's why he let you live.
And I mean, aside from we're in a geothermal vent or pretty near one, did I just hear a whale? No. It's kind of appropriate that we're in like a hellish landscape for this area, since we're meeting the literal devil. Okay, that is definitely a whale. I just can't see it.
You can taste it, can't you? Andrew Ryan.
Is that you?
and fight me, you bastard! You'll pay!
So that's the audio diary of someone who was.
Say again?
Audio diary that was someone who out there because Ryan didn't live up to the ideals.
Yep.
Feels so warm.
Why are those things so hard to kill?
Because they are assholes.
Logical sense.
Find a better hiding place, monster.
Alright, anyway.
I spent the afternoon trying to get as close to Ryan's gate as possible without making a spectacle of myself. He's got a tune at 6 ways till Easter. There's no way into that place. All I got for my trouble was the hairy eyeball from Ryan's splicer mates. What's the reward you get for trying to outsmart the best electrical engineer of our generation?
So was Ryan formerly an electrical engineer?
Hell if I know. I really don't know what the point of that whole thing was.
To say, oh my god, it's too hard to break, increase attention and also frame Andrew Ryan as literally John Gold.
I don't even know anymore. It's just like my brain is shutting down from all the stupid.
Also, do we have to explain exactly why we said that Cohen was a predatory gay, or?
We probably should.
Yeah.
Oh, I would think it was obvious, but I don't have that kind of community. Basically, the way that he is portrayed, he treats people as things, as objects for his pleasure, not as actual human beings. And not as
And also,
not as human beings, and he doesn't treat them as equals in the relationship. He calls them his apprentices, so they're in a there is a relationship imbalance.
yeah.
And he is taking advantage of it to basically, if you are my apprentice, with how he talks about them is very sexual, especially that vigorous thing. If you are my apprentice, then I will advance your career.
But only if it's kind of like the
It's
artist
basically a sex
version of the
worker.
casting. I was gonna say casting couch, but like for art.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's no different than Jasmine Jolene either.
Yeah.
But look around.
Like, except, like, with Jasmine Jolene, I feel like she pursued a career as a sex worker and then Ryan just picked her. Whereas with Cohen, they didn't know that they were going to be forced into sexual relationships with him while trying to hone their artistic skills.
I'm not 100% sure because Jasmine Jolene did at least have posters in Sandra Cohen's area where he has the at Fleet Hall, you know, with the legitimate entertainment.
Yeah.
So it could be that she was a legitimate entertainer and then was forced into prostitution to survive.
That's the problem. We really don't know. Because this thing is also really creepy. I hate the fact that it's like everything about this is so creepy. And I feel like the writers, they were sort of self-aware, but they weren't self-aware enough to maybe consider not writing it in.
Amazing. But this is what things come to. I don't know if killing
And
Mr.
just
Ryan will stop the war,
sigh.
but I know it won't stop while that man breathes. I love Mr. Ryan, but I love Ratchet. If I have to kill one to save the other, so be it.
Yes, we feel very bad for you.
Unlike all parasites who ever tried to walk in stolen
You clearly,
That renders what you're trying to do impossible, but that would be like playing Mozart for a tree frog.
Why do these things have to be so fast? Well, it's not supposed to be easy, but still.
What is the difference between a man
They're supposed to get harder, like, the closer you get to finishing the game, right?
builds? A parasite asks, where's my share? A man creates. A parasite says, what will the neighbors think? A man invents. A parasite says, watch out, or you might tread on the toes of God.
So, are we leaving for Frolic? I thought we were done with it, cause...
I forgot to pick up the gift from Tenenbaum.
Yeah, because you saved like 3 little sisters, right?
Yep.
Atlas is a friend of the parasite. Don't be a friend of Atlas.
I'm sorry. Let me go. Come here and say that to my face, you slimy.
Alright, now maybe this will be slightly less hellish.
Not too late, not too late.
I'm surprised it actually lets you, like, go back to get stuff.
Certain areas you are locked out of permanently until another playthrough, but for the most part, you can revisit places.
Okay. So now we're going to Asbestos,
Again.
which is where Ryan is in, right?
Right.
Did we get to kill Ryan yet?
Say again?
Did we get to kill Ryan yet?
If we can actually get to him, yes.
Okay.
So, you know, bright spot.
Yes.
We thought we could hide from the light down here. We were wrong.
And then once we kill Ryan, we can leave? Or are we, like, stuck down here for all eternity?
Not yet. We'll get there. We're only about halfway through the game, maybe. That was fun. Alright.
Get over here. You're only making it worse for yourself. You think you can get away with this?
It's too bad that we can't actually, you know, eat the roasted bodies of objectivists. Because I'm really hungry.
I think you've been reading too much Uzumaki.
Rapture is coming back to life.
They're not snail people, though.
Returning to her lungs.
Yeah, they're regular people that you want to eat.
Reopening the schools, humming with
They're
the voice of young
not
minds.
regular people. They're walking cancer tumors.
Live, my soul will
So why do you want to eat them?
Because I'm hungry.
that play card. Use your tombstone for paving tiles.
That's creepy.
Just a bit.
Mr. Bubbles.
Also, I'm pretty sure that city is never going to live again, considering how run down it is.
You would be correct.
I prayed that you, oh Lord, for Mammon.
Strikes me that Fontaine wasn't overly inconvenienced by his own demise. On New Year's Eve, these wretched splicers come streaming out of the poorhouses and stormed the proverbial barricades. They're dead right in the streets. And Johnny and Janie Citizen are lined up round the block for plasmids. Anything to help fend off the rabble.
Why have you forsaken me?
What, you got too drunk or something?
No,
Oh,
I got.
never mind.
Yeah, those elite bouncers, they slow you down when you're too close to them, so that they can charge you.
And then you die.
Yes,
Darn.
it is very annoying.
I'm sorry, Father. I'll do what you say. I'll do what you say.
Hold it.
Cursed shall be the world. Jesus loves me.
Strikes me that Fontaine wasn't overly inconvenienced by his own demise. On New Year's Eve, these wretched splicers come streaming out of the poorhouses and stormed the proverbial barricades. The dead rot in the streets, and Johnny and Janie's citizen are lined up round the block for plasmids. Anything to help fend off the rabble.
Are you here to hurt, sweetheart?
Oh, I'm getting tired of this game.
We could always take a break for the night.
Yeah, I might do that. This is getting really frustrating.
Yeah. Yeah, especially because like we've been streaming this game for what about 2 hours. Mostly trying to kill the same goddamn splicer and hacking stuff.
Look at you. Not so big now.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a break now. Alright, we're gonna call it stream for the night, guys. See y'all around.
We're gonna kill Ryan next time.
Yes. And we're gonna enjoy it. A lot.
Yes. Yes. Because fuck that guy.
Alright.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.